Um, Check it out. I messed up, didn't follow my schedule for the TikTok and a couple other things, but man, I was friggin' sick. Um, like I said, things been going bad and good. Ran into a little tough time, man. Ramen and OJ type style shit, but whatever. It got better. So then I messed around. I was like, bump it. I got the cash. I'm gonna go get me some steaks and stuff like that. Grilled them up, rare and everything else. Then all of a sudden, change in diet, man. I was sick as a dog all yesterday, but it's cool. I mean, I'm good. I'm good now, so I'm doing my thing. Um, Man, trying to work on the technicals, trying to get a good camera set up because this laptop is shitty. Need a backlight, some other stuff. Working on a little minimal stuff. Working on some work. Got a project of doing the staging for a play and some other stuff. I'm actually was writing up the doing up the drawings and stuff for some facades they want made up and some things like that. I'm actually doing that right now. But I wanted to make this to get this knocked out of the way. Um, Man, a lot of different things going on. Got another job interview for tomorrow. Doing it, getting it how I get it. Uh, so still staying positive, still moving forward. Take the good with the bad, and keep it rolling. Just keep on pushing. Um, I don't know. Here's a little secret too. I'm a little crushing on this chick I know, but it ain't even that. I'm trying to. It isn't like it's not one sided. It isn't that I'm thinking dirty. It's just she cool as fuck. I wouldn't mind kicking it with her. And I put it out there like that. And it's funny, she didn't respond really, and so I just took it as either one or two factors. Because this, I'm just showing you how I think. Either she can feel it, but she can't fuck with it right now, so she don't want to put no blunt fuck no hell no. Or she's afraid that I'll take it wrong, which I won't because I'm me. Um, but that's what it is. Second, the work thing that's going on, whatever. Did my first live, got a decent amount of views all at one time. I want to do another one, but I'm trying to set it up so it's so I can garner a repeated following instead of just people just popping in. So I'm trying to get a show place set up for that. And also why I took the job doing the setup for the play because I want to get affiliated with more people who are doing production and doing things in that realm so I can advance myself. Um, it's doing a lot. The construction thing that's going, but it's the holidays. I know it's gonna be slow. Um, so it's a MF, but still doing it right. Um, Kept up with a couple people of mine, making sure they're good. Call them, talk to them, make sure they was all right. So that works out too. Um, so that's just me. I don't know. I got so much I'm ready to do, so I'm not really feeling it. Cut all the hair off, got rid of the beard, trimmed the mustache, just got rid of all the hair. Cause I mean, yeah, I may be getting older and got grays and stuff, but whatever. Might as well cut it all off and look young, right? Um, so doing what I can. I'm sorry, I'm catching this video of somebody who I like, and I hate that he's doing the whole same old bunch of fancy cars and smoking weed like that's the most important thing ever. When for real, do you, Bobo? Do you? Do you and let people follow? That's what I hate seeing is everybody trying to do the other guy and hoping that shit falls to them. Yeah, it's the style of hip hop, but it ain't the original style of hip hop. Think about it. It was backyard parties and just speaking your mind and using this up here. Now it's all about flashing and what you got that the next guy ain't. Whatever. Anyway, stay positive, move forward, guys. Keep grinding. When something falls your way that ain't right, look at it like, mm-mm. Like that shit from Lil Wayne. Mm-mm. um, and just keep on rolling. Dip out, do the next best thing, right? Um, Come back to it. Don't get me wrong. Don't hide from your problems. Just keep on with the shit you know you can get done and move forward. And unless that problem it needs immediate attention, here's what I mean. Okay, let's use another scenario. I'm good with the scenarios, right? So let's say you're driving down the street, right, and you get a flat tire. and you still got to get somewhere. That flat tire is the immediate problem you need to solve to finish the other things you're doing, right? What happens if the engine light comes off? You don't stop the car right there and take it immediately to the shop. You need to finish what you're doing. Unless it's something that's an emergency that has to be handled right then, you keep on going to where you're going, and that becomes a problem for later. You just got to learn how to prioritize and compartmentalize your problems to what's important and what's not. Now, I'm not giving you mechanical advice. There's a lot more details to that. So don't just go, oh, my engine light came on, you know, and flames are shooting out the back, but he said don't worry about it. No, 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 no. You got to use what you have available to understand where your problems are. So, for me, the problem right now is making a little bit more money than I should, than I have. And I don't want to do it in a way that subtracts from everything else I'm trying to do, because that just seems pointless. That's what I did for years. I want to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing. And then when you're doing what you're doing gets good, you can't quit because you got to stay while the getting is good. You got to get it while the getting is good. You see what I mean? That becomes a problem. So I'm just doing it a little bit differently. And I was talking to the guy working for the play or whatever. He was even telling me, like, you don't even know. He told me, he was like, you don't even know what it's like to start a new business with nothing. You want to bet? Well, you don't know what it's like living doing it. You want to bet? I'm doing the same thing that you was doing, just doing it a few years after you'd already did it. Now, don't get me wrong. The difference is while we're talking, all I'm hearing is the facts and whatever. I don't have time for the hype stuff. You can drop names. You can tell me how so and so's on board and all these good fancy people. I don't give two shits, because if Michael Jackson, God rest his soul, pops up and says he wants to be in the play, I don't care. I can't. It's not part of my program. I'm not so starstruck because unless Michael Jackson's coming with briefcases full of money to go start handing out, yeah, the connections are possibly there. That's great. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. But I am not in position to do anything with that kind of clout, money, or information. I could spit him a little 10-minute spiel and see if he buys. But other than that, it's ridiculous. Let me put it to you this way, so you know where your perspectives are. And some people say this might be bad advice. For some people it is. But I don't do the gimmick thing. I don't go on hope. I go on what works. And if it don't work, figure something else out that does. So if I'm sitting there and you got some $1 billion client sitting there in front of me, I'm like, look, man, I'm not prepared for your business. I don't have the infrastructure to support anything you have coming my way. Unless you're doing some flipping some houses for some chump change out the back, somewhere that you just want somebody to fuck around with. Okay, fine, I'm there. I can do it. But you ain't coming to me with that. You got a cousin or something you paying on, that you're hooking up with that job. So if you don't have infrastructure to support something and you go into it, you're basically breaking down what you already have going, because you're going to skip the whole learning process, the whole thing, to make a few dollars, which you're going to lose on the back end because you don't know what the hell you just did. A company that skips from making $5 every 2 weeks to making $1 million will never be able to really make $10,000 a week average. And how I'm formulating this idea is this: you went from one job that netted you enough money that's ridiculous, from having nothing. So how do you even learn how to maintain average income? You might as well just hit the lotto and never worked a job in your life, or invested, or had a bank account. You just got $1 million in cash and you just expect to keep it all. Just not gonna happen. You got to build up to learn how to use it. So when those opportunities come around, I tell them, yes, that sounds awfully great, but I can't do nothing with that. I can try, but see, after that, they're gonna have to put crutches under me to get it to be an ongoing thing. And I understand that is possible, but I don't know any famous people like that to where they're going to give me a crutch and set me up like that. And if I do, they can't do it directly in my face anyway. But that's another level of life that we ain't gonna really get into. But with that, let's talk about levels, right? And I was trying to explain this to someone last night, and it was really cool, because I was like, look, man, you gotta understand there's levels to stuff. And even in the same situation, the levels change depending on your experience and understanding. And how I explained this was those Disney cartoons, right? When you was younger and you watched them, ha ha, whatever, blah 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 blah. Then you get older and you see those clips where they were going back saying, hey, they were saying some really raunchy adult comedy, but you didn't catch it when you was 5 or 6, but you caught it when you was 36. You were like, dang, that's wild. Then when you're 60, you're looking back like, man, they shouldn't put that in cartoon. That is, wow, that is really rough. But the reality was, it was each different level you're at, you had a whole different perspective of it. Why? Because what you knew was different. When you were a kid, it flew over your head. You never saw or understood. When you got older, you understood, and it was a, oh my God, I can't believe I missed that. And then when you're older, you're like, wait a second, they did that on purpose. Just, I mean, the reasoning for it is unnecessary, and that's pretty much where you're at when you get older. You're like, that's an unnecessary bit of comedy. I guess to draw in adults or whatever, but no adult being goes, oh man, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to go watch this movie to look for the adult humor. I mean, there might be a few, but that's not a reality. The reality is you're going to see it for the kids. That's how it goes. So the same thing works, and then there's another level after that. It's like they're aiming. What their aim was to entertain the kids, but throw stuff in there to keep the attention of adults a little bit, to keep them talking about the movies and get and and promote it again. And it's that's a level that the people watching it aren't seeing. And then it keeps on going and going where there's these different levels and different facets all on the same thing, and it keeps changing. So where are you at with where you understand things? Me, I like to sit there and keep trying to find those different perspectives when I think about something. The sad part is most of the time you realize that you're the victim of a lot of other shit that you have no control over. Let's be real. That's what ends up happening. So you got to find a path that limits your victimization without opportunity or benefit. So that's what you got. That's all I got for right now because I got a lot of stuff on my plate. My attention's on the TV. I've got my phone here. I'm ready to do my damn TikTok thing. I've got some editing to do on a video. I've got to do a CAD drawing for getting how I get it, right? Hopefully y'all get it too. All right. Love y'all. Peace.